Alright, morning Master Mason. No, tearing it up inside here today. We got us some variegated 4-footers. Ooh, look at that. They're looking nice. Those are all my edges. I still have to burn the heads on them, but this is my technique. You're going to have to cut them to that way anyways based on the ratio, and then drop it back down. They also go with a bunch of variegated 72s, 6-footers. It's real nice. Finishing off an order of nice blues out of that. To finish her off, these have 2 longs and 1 short, and then 2 longs, 2 with the 2 longs, 1 short, 4 with 2 longs. We got some 3-foot variegated running. We got our cutbacks. We got our pattern cutbacks, garbage. Things are starting to run pretty nice. We moved a lot of the rock already, so I'll have time to do any finishing that's necessary inside of there. We can always run cutbacks. We can always run our pattern inside of there. Besides what comes up, we got a nice clean station over here. Running them right in. Tight saw. That's one thing up there. She is a tight girl right here. That's nice to have. Managed to pull some separated blue out just in case I did need it for anything else that I was finishing out from orders yesterday. In case something come up on the pallet through inspection, the trucking end of that, or something explodes, I like to have a couple of 18 2-inch 6-footers if I can. It looks like I got away with it this morning because I'm just about ready to finish that up, consolidate it with, where is it? I got the rest of that order out there. Where's the pallet? Somewhere's around. Oh yeah, I got those finished ones over there. We're banding them up today. I'm getting that done. I'm probably showing Rich some finishing techniques with it, pallet banders, and I don't know if I quite get him on the tickets yet, but small steps at a time. We'll get him on the pallet bander so I can have him doing that stuff for me instead of just the monotonous stuff today. In our 2 weeks, he's been operating awesome. Haven't seen any mistakes. He's taking his time, which works for me. You know, I know personally how fast these will balls out go when you get a tight rhythm. I've run every position with somebody that's considered to be a master mason in those fields before in multiple shops, and sometimes it's a 5-guy line with 2 burners and rollers that shoot out other directions. So I know some of the outputs this can go, and usually I'm watching him right now doing some things, and with him still training pretty good and just picking up on that for today, you know, we're going to focus on those techniques. I'll watch him do one of them, and we'll see how that plays out. He's going outside's a different animal. I can't really, you know, I can't be turning my back quite yet. It's still a little early in what I would consider a week's worth of, you know, keeping an eye on somebody operate and kind of come over and be like, you know, straighten those out, turn the pallet around or something, you know, give him some pro tricks inside of there. But other than that, I've only had to tell him to bring him down once, you know, and it was probably within there, but, you know, let's get some hand signals down, 2 2x2s out the door. Salty rabbit stew, you know, this is how we cut it up. This is another facet of this grind and this diamond around here. It just happens to be blue and made out of silica. So that's our tomb. You know, hopefully, I know I'm being a little hard on him, but we got to get that stuff out of the way. Certain things I can allow right now instead of just coming across the board, and other things kind of have to be right now in the training timelines. Things in the morning, I want to make sure you come to me in operations, figure out where you are, because my feet might be bolted in already, and for me to come off track, finishing first thing in the morning, if I could get a couple of those done, knock them out, you know, it's one of those things. You got to make sure you come over to me, ask for directions, come over those things. You can always raffle up hoses or do something until I do finish, and that's an acceptable thing. Equally, like I could just be operating and tell you kind of how those things work, or anybody should be able to. And as I explained to them, eventually, you know, there are little nips right here. I don't mean to tell you anything, but chips in stone, that's a nip on my end because it kind of comes over and bites me a little hard, you know what I mean? And equally, if he comes to learn this, I want to make sure that not only he knows how to do it, and that there's a way to fix it, or what will happen because of that, you know, processually, setups, things just start popping up in Drach's equation. But also, there's a tone and a frequency. You know, I'm not trying to be hard on you. If at any point in time, give me the timeout signal, and I'll respect that for you. Hey, you know, it's just like operations and things. Timeout. Timeout. We got to go at this differently here if we're both going to get buried here. Otherwise, we're both going to wind up being buried here. Or all three of us. Or any one of those numbers. So, get on that stick, Marshmallow. Get it done. Catch you in the next one.